Kevin, you were physical early with that 6-minute window when they scored 3 tries, really hurt you.
Yeah, it did. Pete certainly did. I think they went back to back and again. Yeah, so yeah, that's not. It's been a problem for us, obviously. Problem last week and problem again tonight. So, it's just not good enough from our guys.
What can we do about the right-hand defence? Is it something you just got to keep working on, or can you make changes, or what do you do?
Oh, we'll have a look at the video and see. They were under a lot of pressure tonight for different reasons, but I just didn't think that we aimed up well enough there. Well, I know we didn't, so we'll have a look at it in the video and see what we can come up with.
Did you deliberately move Milf to the other side after that for fair try?
Yeah.
What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, well, Brody was defending better, so we just thought that'd be something maybe should have done a little bit earlier, but it was just purely a defensive strategy. Milf was having a nightmare with Big Dave, so couldn't keep letting that happen.
How frustrated were you with that first half, the constant drop ball?
Yeah, probably not as frustrated as the players, just having a chat to them there. You can't expect to win games when that's happening, when you're dropping the ball, and just simple errors as well. I guess that was the case last week again for a period where we just come up with a couple of silly errors and a couple of poor kicks tonight as well. One from Milf and one from Brody that sort of invited the Titans, to put pressure on us. Yeah.
I know it sort of stretches back to last year before you were coaching, but it's 13 losses in a row now for the group. Is there a problem with belief? Is there something going on when it starts to go against them? They find it hard to.
13's a lucky number, isn't it? Yeah, so we might use that next week. But no, I can't worry about what happened last year. We're none from 2 this year. Certainly been in both games. They fought back in that second half again, which is a good thing. That's something to come out of it. But yeah, there's plenty to work on. You can't forget, I said it about last year, but we did finish last, and you finished last for a reason. So that's something that we'll look into, certainly over the weekend and into next week.
Kev, is there an attitude problem in defence?
No, I wouldn't have thought so, Pete. They hit the bags hard at training, mate, the players. So we're doing all of the drills that we're meant to be doing. So it's not... Yeah. We'll come up with some answers over the weekend, mate. Right now, don't really have too many for you.
You've been part of a lot of sides. You know how to fix it. But is this job bigger than what you thought now? You're 2 games in. Do you think it's a bigger job to get this team right than what you thought?
No. It's coaching in the NRL is tough, no matter what side you're at. So, whilst we're not winning, I'm really determined, and everyone involved in the club is, that we can turn it around. And I think everyone's seen some improvements in the side from previous years, albeit for not quite those periods that we need to, but we're round 2. And I didn't expect to wave the magic wand and it'll all be fixed, because that's not the real world. It's going to take some time, but we're on the right path, I believe, to get the Broncos playing better and winning.
Kev, obviously disappointing to lose Reece Walsh yesterday to the Warriors.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, look, yeah, we tabled an offer to Reece, which we thought was fair, given that Reece's position and in the game at the moment, and the Warriors were an option for him. So there's no hard feelings from me towards Reece or anything. I wish him all the best. He's a good young player. But we just couldn't offer any more than what we actually had. I mean, that's part of the reason where we are with our salary cap, with the problems that we have with it. So, yeah. No.
Kevy, I don't think people are expecting miracles from this team, but you need to get the fundamentals right. Just, I guess, simplify what they're trying to do out there. Like 15 errors, you're never going to give yourself a chance.
No, that's 100% right, and that's what we've just spoken about in there. I don't like to talk too much to the players after a game. We often... but clearly just watching, anyone watching that game said, well, the Broncos dropped the ball too much. So, yeah, fundamentals. And from some of our senior players, from some of our younger ones, it's a mixture, across the board.
Does Does the team need to get Brodie involved a bit more going into the attack, or does he need to sort of inject himself a little bit more?
No, I think, I'm not worried about our attack. It's our defence that. Well, I'm worried about our attack from a point of view of not holding the ball, but and that creates problems everywhere with defence and fatigue. So when we fix that up, everything else will correct itself.
Kevin, any thought of any changes? Part of the answers, do you stick with these guys for however many long weeks?
Oh, well, that'll be something we can have a look at over the weekend. Have a look at the game again. Talk to the other coaches. Certainly, we'll have a good look at that and see what options we've got if we need to make some changes.
Does Milf have to take control of this team, Kev? Like, you need a senior.
Well, they both do,
playmaker
mate. You know,
yeah.
they both do. Milf and Crofty. And there was a critical period there in that first half. We come up 2 poor kicks, one from Milf and one from Crofty, that were pretty costly in the end. We had the Titans, you know, under good pressure, and we just released it with some poor kicks. So both of them, mate. Not one or the other, both of them.
And what was your thoughts on the Titans, Kevin? I mean, they lost last week too.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh, mate, we came here expecting a tough game. They're a good side. They got some good players. They got some good strike. They come up with 28 points. So yeah, we got what we deserved from the Titans today.
The performance of David Fafita, is that something that you just come to expect every now and again? It's not something he can do every week. But
Was he out there tonight? I didn't notice he played.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin.